China, and I'm her daughter, and she looks older than me. I'm just kidding, but you know, like just a few more years and we will look the same age. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to my channel, and if it's your first time here, please help me grow my subscription base. Please help me grow my family, my YouTube family, and hit that subscribe button. So today I may be looking a little bit weird. My makeup may not be looking very cohesive or on point. It is because I've tried different products on different parts of my face. So this is not a makeup tutorial that I'm gonna do for you. This is not my usual makeup, okay, that I have on my face. I tried a different brand on this side and a different brand on this side, and my eye makeup as well is a mix of different things that I've tried during the day. Because in this video, I am comparing two local Filipino brands that you guys, my subscribers and also my followers on Instagram, have been requesting for me to try, okay? And that is Vice Cosmetics by Vice Ganda and BLK Cosmetics by top Filipino actress, female celebrity, Ann Curtis. So I'm not gonna tell you yet which side of my face has BLK on and which side of my face has Vice on. You're gonna get to know in a while. But before I start my whole review and my comparison, I just want to say how proud I am of the local Filipino makeup landscape nowadays. So when I walked in SM department store when I was on holidays in Manila just recently, I was so overwhelmed. There was just so much to choose from, and I'm not talking about imported brands. I'm talking about local Filipino brands, and that just makes my heart so happy and so proud. And people were flocking to these brands. I saw like customers really buying. Like there were more people in the local Filipino brand area than like in the imported brands section. So I mean, isn't that great? That is just so fantastic. Like I said, it makes me really proud. I also did try another local brand. It's a little bit more expensive than BLK and Vice. It's called Eliana Mineral Cosmetics, also suggested to me by one of my followers on Instagram, and it was quite good as well. So I was quite pleasantly surprised. Let me give you my first like initial impressions on these two brands. Like when I was shopping, first of all, BLK is a little bit more pricey than Vice. Vice is super affordable. Like it's really for masa. It's very, very affordable. Like there were more people shopping doon sa Vice na area. Okay. However, like I found BLK to be a little bit more classy in overall looks, I guess. But I don't know. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Like baka iba ang taste nyo. Also, I found like BLK to be very like Korean beauty inspired. I think that's because Ann Curtis is a big like K-beauty, K-pop fan, and Vice is more Kardashian inspired, right? So the Vice Cosmetics is actually designed and formulated in LA, in Los Angeles, California. So while BLK is made in Taiwan. Both brands are cruelty-free, don't test on animals. Vice is even vegan. You see how Californian that is. That's very Californian. I bought the products in 3 categories, okay? So I'm not going to compare every single product that both brands have, but I am going to compare in just 3 categories. And I think these 3 categories, I chose these 3 categories because these categories are the most, I mean, like, dun ako mas maraming produkto. Yun yung binibili ko ng kadalasan. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. Vice versus BLK. Okay, so I have removed whatever foundation powder I have on my face, and we are going to start by comparing their powder foundations. So disclaimer, my skin is not actually as smooth as it is looking right now when I have no makeup on. It is a little bit smoother because I applied the Eliana Mineral Cosmetics Blur Plus Plus Oil Control Makeup Primer. So I also got this recently when I was in the Philippines. Eliana Mineral Cosmetics is also a local Filipino brand, and I got this, and I also got their foundation concealer loose powder. This I really like. I mean, it makes your skin look so smooth, so flawless, and it really controls the oil. I really need this because I get so oily. I had to check the ingredients because it just worked so good that I was scared that there may be a lot of like nasty ingredients inside, but like I was pleasantly surprised when I read the ingredient list that it seems pretty, I mean, the ingredients seem pretty safe. There's nothing that stands out to me like that could be very dangerous, maybe except for phenoxyethanol. Phenoxyethanol is not really very good for our skin, but aside from that, I don't see any parabens or anything too nasty. So yeah, I really like this product. It is a little bit expensive though, but I mean, I get it for the kind of quality that you get. Okay, it is a little bit expensive for just 30 grams, but it is really good. Okay, so this is what the Vice Duo Finish Foundation Powder looks like. This is what the BLK Two-Way Powder Foundation looks like. The BLK one has SPF 15. The Vice one has SPF 25. if we're going to talk about packaging, the BLK one is more weighted. Okay, so anything with packaging that is weighted, meaning it weighs a little bit heavier, usually means that it's better quality or that it's going to be more expensive. Okay, let's do this, and I'm just going to use whatever sponge puff that comes with the product, because I know that a lot of you guys, this is how you use your product. You don't use another special brush with a foundation, with the powder foundations that you buy. You use whatever comes inside. So I want to give you like a really authentic review on the product, so I'm going to use whatever tool comes with it. The color that the sales lady recommended for me is called Putina Mez. Putina Mez. All right, let's try it out. I'm sorry if my skin is flaking. I don't know. I've been using like skincare product with the glycolic acid, so that's why like my skin is naturally exfoliating itself. You know what? Oh my god, look at that. Do you see that? No, I guess you don't, but that is my skin, guys. I am really naturally exfoliating. So okay, so you know what? This is looking really like pleasantly very natural to me. I thought it was gonna be like super thick and unnatural, but this is really looking very, very natural, soft. Do you see that? I mean, it does look quite natural. It doesn't give me the coverage that I usually need for my face. Oh god, I'm really, really peeling, sorry. But it does seem quite natural, and if you just wanted like a slight blurring effect, a slight mattifying effect, and something to just polish your skin a bit, make it look more even, this could possibly do the trick. I guess what I like about it is that it doesn't look cakey at all. It's not thick. It's not the thick that I expected. Okay, so if you're looking for a powder that has like light to medium coverage but very good oil control, this could be a good one for you. They say it's buildable, so okay, then let's try it out if it really is buildable. I mean, buildable meaning you apply more layers, then it gets fuller in coverage. Oh yeah, it is a little bit buildable. Yeah, it is. But the only thing that I would say is that when you build, the more layers you apply, of course it looks a little bit more powdery. Hello. Yep, so that's half of my face with the Vice Duo Finish Foundation. So I do think that if you would apply this maybe with a wet sponge, then it could possibly give you more coverage. I just wanted to apply it dry because I'm guessing this is how most of you will use it, and I want to really give you a very authentic like review, something that is more or is really applicable to you or more relatable to you. So guys, you know that I like really full coverage foundations, and I don't like foundations that look too powdery. That's why I don't use powder foundation. So moving forward, so that I can still use this in real life, and I will probably use it as a setting powder, or maybe just like an everyday powder, but not for like formal occasions, or not like for when I really put makeup. But for students, ladies who go to work every day, who just want like very light makeup, I think this will be a good buy for you, and it's super affordable. All right, let's try the BLK two-way powder foundation. So the color that the sales lady chose for me is called Sand. I'm not sure. I think this is going to be a bit darker than the Vice powder, so my face may look a little strange afterwards. So again, I'm going to use the sponge that came with the product, dry. Both powders, by the way, have mirrors. This, I think, does have a little bit more coverage than the Vice one, because just with one swipe it already gave me some coverage. A little bit more coverage, but still not the coverage that I usually use. Definitely the color is a lot warmer. God! Sorry guys. Definitely the color is a lot warmer than the Vice one, so you're gonna see like a very visible difference from the left side of my face to the right side of my face. This side is this shade is a lot redder. This has more coverage, and I feel like it's less natural looking. It's definitely like more powdery in finish. But yeah, actually when I look at it on camera, this color actually looks a little bit more suited to my skin type, right? Where this one looks a little bit more light. Okay, so here's a surprise. I honestly thought that I was going to like the BLK one more, just because it was more expensive, because like for me, like the more you spend, the better quality you get. But guys, I have to give this one to the Vice powder foundation because it looks more natural. It looks less powdery. I just think it looks less like makeup for me. So if you're a lady and you're just like, you go to the office every day, or you want to go, or maybe you're a student, you don't want to look cakey. You don't want to look like you have powder makeup on your face, right? You want to look natural. And I think like the Vice one really does look much more natural. The BLK one does look a little bit cakey. Like when I look into my mirror close up, maybe you can't see it on camera, but when I look into my mirror and I look like close up like that, I do see it caking, wherein the Vice one is really quite smooth. Yeah, it's really quite smooth. It really, I mean, it's like I really don't have makeup on as well. Maybe it's a little bit too light. The shade that I got is a little bit too light. That's why you see it like floating off my neck. But I mean, really in the mirror and when I touch it, it feels so smooth. Where in here, it feels just a little bit, a tad too powdery to me, and I really do see it cake a little bit. So the winner of this category is going to go to Vice. Okay, next we are going to compare their contouring kits. So for BLK, they have a palette, okay, that includes contour, blush, and highlight, and I got the one in the Sun Kiss. So if you know me well, you know that I like colors in earth toned or like warm tones. So I got the Sun Kissed palette, and it's got like a peachy kind of shade, and the highlighting shade is a little bit like champagne golden in color. Okay. Okay, so let's try it out. I'm going to apply the shading color first. Oh, it's blending on quite well. It's not too pigmented, so it looks quite natural. I think like this is really good for beginners, because like if you're not used to using makeup and you apply too much at once, then it's going to be like really hard for you to blend or to erase. But this is quite buildable, meaning like you apply little by little. It's not too pigmented, as I said, so it's easy to build. Let us try the blush. Ooh, that'd be nice. I actually like this. The blush is matte. It's very matte. Okay, it's very peachy, which I don't know what's gonna go with my eye makeup. That's very like jewel toned right now. But anyway. Okay, this blends really well, and I love the pigments on this product because they're so small. They're very fine. Do you see that? The color is very warm, good for like medium brown skinned girls like myself, and also for probably for morenas. Morena meaning like darker brown skin. I like it. Let's try the highlighter. So as I said, the highlighter is like a champagne kind of gold. Let's apply that up here. Oh, where is it? I don't really see it. I don't know, maybe I'm like used to like really intense highlighters. This is subtle, I would say, at least in my standards. I guess on camera you can't see it. I don't know, maybe I'm going blind. Okay, I think it's okay. It's just, I mean, especially I think like for the daytime, this would be a really good highlighter, because you know, for the daytime you don't want something like really blinding for your highlight. So this would be a really nice like daytime highlighter. It's kind of subtle, at least in my standards, and still looks quite natural. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Alright, so let us do the other side of my face with the Vice. Okay, so BLK actually has more products as of the moment than the Vice brand does. Okay, like BLK has more assortment, more things to choose from. Did they come before? I mean, maybe they started before Vice, probably, I'm not sure. So Vice didn't have like an actual palette yet for contouring, but what the sales lady gave me was a cheek collection. So it comes like this. It comes in a box, and then there's the blush, the contouring, and the highlight in one box. The particular set that I got is called Aura. The contouring shade that I am going to use is called Confirm. So immediately I can already tell you that it's a little bit patchy. It doesn't go on as well as the BLK one does. I'm using the same brush, so it's not an issue of the brush. Pigment is good though. I would say just the right amount of pigment, and I actually surprisingly like this color on me, at least, because like you can see it. It really does contour, but it does come on a bit patchy. It doesn't blend as well as the BLK one. Yes, that really contours my face. Mostly because of the color. It's darker, obviously, than the one that I used of the BLK. The BLK one was maybe a tad too light for the contouring shade, but I mean, if you like light contouring, not strong contouring, of course you want a lighter shade of contour powder. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the blush, yes. Okay, so I am really kind of iffy about this color. It's called Title. Bading na term ba yun? Maybe I'm just not familiar, but anyway, I'm a little bit iffy with the color because you see it is very dark. But it's the only one really that was with the correct contouring color. So let's see how it goes on. Okay, so it's a little bit like reddish in tone. I don't know if I'm really seeing much color. I am, yeah, I guess I am now. So it's definitely like buildable. It seems a little bit cakey. Okay, just a tiny bit cakey to me. Not too cakey, just a little bit. It does go well with a contouring shade though, so no wonder they were in the same set. Again, this is called the Aura set. And next I'm going to go in with a highlighter, and the shade is called Splendid. So this is definitely lighter than the one from BLK, which was a little bit more gold, I guess. Oh, okay, so this is definitely more shimmery than the BLK one. And I mean, you're gonna see it a lot more as well because of the color, mostly because it's lighter. It's a bit more like icier and cooler in tone. But definitely has a lot more shimmer in it. However, I'm not fond of highlighters that have very big pigments, and you can see like the pigment here is very, very big. When the pigment of highlighters is very, very big, it attracts more attention to the flaws of your skin. If you've got super smooth skin, then no worries, but I haven't. I've got a lot of pigmentation, so that's why I don't like highlighters with very big pigments, and the pigments of these are very big, wherein the pigments of the BLK highlighter were very fine to the point that it came out very subtle. So there you go, Vice versus BLK. For me, in terms of texture, blendability, and the overall outcome, the winner here is BLK. And so the last category that I'm going to compare is the lip category. I'm going to try the liquid lipsticks. They're best-selling liquid lipsticks because both brands had a little bit of assortment for the lips. I was wondering, like, what am I going to choose? What am I going to show my subscribers? Because they had quite a few offerings for the lips. So I asked the sales lady, what is your bestseller, Vice? What's your bestseller, BLK? Gimme. I think I tried, if I remember correctly, I think I tried to choose like similar colors so that the comparison was more realistic. Okay, so let's do the BLK first. And for BLK, what I got is a creamy all over paint, which you can use also as a blush or even on your eyes, apparently, as the sales lady mentioned. So this particular product is from their K-Beauty collection. I mean, you can even see Korean text on it. The shade is called Daffodil. You know, I must say, I really like the packaging. I know it's not my usual thing. Let me show you. I just like how cute and tiny it is, and how convenient it's going to be inside your bag because it's so small. Okay, I was a little bit surprised that the applicator is so big. I mean, why make an applicator so large? Is that not huge? I mean, it's super big. Okay, no, it's really so big. It's so big that, you know, if you've got thin lips, you are definitely going to make a mess. I mean, my lips aren't so thin, but I still have to be like really careful. Oh god, it's so big. It feels really actually quite cooling and comfortable, but maybe a little bit too wet. I like this color though. I've come to my senses and I've now realized why the applicator is so big and why it feels so wet. It's because you're supposed to use it as a face paint. I mean, you can use it on your cheeks. You're supposed to use it on your cheeks as well. Okay, like a cheek tint. So that's why. So that makes sense. I'm really not used to this kind of texture on my lips. It feels very light, very watery. It's comfortable, it's cooling. It's just not anything that I'm used to. I love the color. I love the color because it looks so natural and it complements my skin. Brightens up the complexion. I'm really liking how it dried up very quickly and how it feels right now on my lips. It feels so light, as if you have nothing on at all. And the texture looks good. It does not look cakey or cracky. I actually really quite like it. Makes my lips look kind of juicy too, not dry at all. Okay, so let's try the Vice, and I'm sure y'all know that Vice has a kit, so something that BLK doesn't have. Vice has kits, lip kits, just like the Kylie lip kits, wherein you get the lip pencil and the liquid lipstick in one. So it is called Phenomenal Velvet Liquid Lip Kit. Sales lady said it's a bestseller. It comes with the Soft Glide lip liner and the velvet liquid lipstick. The shade that I got, the kit that I got, is called Voulez-Vous. My lips are ready for you guys. Nice. Okay, so I've tried a lot of lip liners in my life because I'm a lip liner kind of girl, you know. I like to overdraw my lips, and I can like say that you are definitely getting your money's worth for this. Okay, it's good. I mean, it comes on really pigmented. It blends out, or like it draws out quite smoothly. Have no bad things to say about this, and for the amount of bucks that you are paying, you are definitely getting your money's worth. Let's try the Voulez-Vous Velvet Lipstick now, liquid lipstick. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry, but I must comment on the scent. I like lipsticks, especially liquid lipsticks that smell good. Okay, like the Kylie lipsticks, they smell really good. Like Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks smell really good, like vanilla kind of flavor scent. This one doesn't really smell very good. It smells like alcohol. It smells chemical. So I wish they would have given more thought to the scent of the product. Scent really matters to some ladies, you know. I mean, I used to work in the cosmetic industry, and customers were very picky about the scent of lipstick. So I do wish they would have given more thought to that. I don't like the scent. The texture is okay. It is quite comfortable. As of now, I don't feel it being very drying, and it doesn't look very dry on my lips. It looks like a stain of color. I think it doesn't look like a really powerful, strong, like lipstick. It's just like a stain of color, which, I mean, hey, kudos to the sales lady. That's what she told me as well. So it's velvety in touch. It's matte, so I can't really compare it to the BLK one because the BLK one wasn't matte. It was moisturizing. But you know what? I think Vice did a really good job with this. I mean, for the price that you buy this for, I think it is really quite good for the price that you pay. The color is similar, right, to the BLK one that I bought because I did want to compare the colors. So I'm afraid these two products are really very different. Sorry, so I can't really proclaim a winner for this because the BLK one was moisturizing and this is very matte. I will say though for both that they're really good for the price that you pay. So whichever you choose, you're making a good choice. Okay, so that is it for my Vice versus BLK comparison. If you haven't bought anything from these two brands yet, I hope you are better informed now. And I hope this was helpful to you. If you're still like on the fence kung nag-iisip pa kayo kung bibili kayo from these two brands. And now it's time for my fun Filipino word of the day. The fun Filipino word of the day is saya. So saya means happy or joyful. So when you say you're masaya, that means you're happy or you're joyful. And how you can express this is you say saya twice. You say saya saya. Okay, when you say saya saya, that means you are really joyful, like yay, I'm excited, okay, or yay, this is really happening, dude, saya saya, okay. And the fun thing is that you can use it in a very sarcastic way, which is what I love about the Filipino language. You can use so many words. When you use it in a sarcastic tone, it has a different meaning. You know what? When you use the English word great in a sarcastic way, so great, right, like when something bad happens, you can use saya saya or ang saya in that exact same way. Okay, so when you're like pissed or something is going really wrongly, you can also say saya saya or ang saya, but in a different tone, like ang saya saya. Or actually you can just say it in your normal tone, but people will know that you're gonna be sarcastic. So ang saya saya, ang saya. Okay, you can use it like you mean it or you can use it sarcastically. So that's the fun Filipino word of the day, saya. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other special requests, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and follow me on Instagram as well. You might also want to hit that notification bell. I come out with videos usually every Sunday. Thanks so much for supporting me. If it's your first time here, please continue to watch. Thanks guys, I love you, bye.